Keeping the dangerous opioid fentanyl off our streets, agents at Arizona's southern border just making a pretty big bust. They caught a 22-year-old U.S. citizen in the Nogales area carrying about 2 pounds of fentanyl. The drugs hidden under her arms and inside her jacket. And tonight we begin a 3-part series on the real impact of fentanyl in Arizona. You'll hear from families who've lost loved ones, law enforcement overwhelmed by calls for help, and addicts who call it a drug like no other. ABC 15's Sonu Wasu begins our coverage with the tragic death of a Valley teen and his family's warning.
17-year-old Brian McKenzie, a star baseball player, being recruited to play for a university in Missouri.
Life was just beginning.
It was just beginning, and he really had the world at his feet.
But that life cut short by a pill, now called the deadliest drug in America by the Drug Enforcement Agency.
We didn't know much about fentanyl, and so that kind of changed our lives.
A drug his parents didn't even know existed.
We don't really know how he got it.
What they do know is their son was not an addict. The McKenzies say Brian did have some anxiety. With state playoffs and final exams going on, they wonder if a friend may have given him something to calm his nerves, something laced with fentanyl. The McKenzies tell me about the last time they saw Brian.
He came in, said goodnight, I love you.
His father tells us Brian went to sleep and just never woke up again. He went to check on him in the morning, thinking he was late for school.
I came in the door and I pushed it open and I'm like, get up. I was yelling and I just reached down and I touched his leg. And it was ice cold.
Did you know that?
Absolutely, I knew that.
The coroner's report listed fentanyl as a cause of Brian's death. Now these parents know it's a drug so deadly, even an amount the size of a tiny grain of sand is enough to kill you.
The last thing I want is for Brian to be the face of fentanyl, because, it was 1 second in his life and it was one bad choice.
This is not a fraternity anybody wants to be in. No. And we know we're not alone. But damn, it feels like you're alone.
Fentanyl is a drug that is 100 times stronger than morphine. Tomorrow night at 10, you'll hear from law enforcement officials who have been getting special training to handle this deadly drug. They tell me it's unlike anything they've ever seen. Sonu Wasu, ABC 15, Arizona.